Today I have received a QR code for the United States Postal Service. Shaq Jam is on its way out. I can't emphasize how happy I am that everything has worked out. The seller has supplied the shipping, they're paying, they're covering everything. This will get dropped off at the post office and Shaq Jam is going away. And I just want to get this done today. I have until, I think, the 30th of December, if I so choose, the 31st of December, if I so choose to hold on to this, but I want this, I want it gone. I don't want to look at this anymore. I am 90% sure that one of these is inside. I accidentally put some boxes. I remember seeing that on the bottom of the box. The box was in such bad condition that they both popped out. I'm going to tape this up as good as I can, because not only do I have to put it in my car, but you know, I need to take it to the post office, and they need to, you know, be able to deliver this without it falling apart. So I'm going to do my diligence and tape this up as if I wanted this sent to me. So I'm gonna open this up. We'll take one last look, and hopefully I'll find this other piece. Kind of the opening part 2. So everything is, and I guess I'm glad I'm doing this just for posterity, just to kind of prove in case there's any kind of mix-up. I'll have this all documented. We have the manual, the hardware, and if I move this, I just heard it. There it is. See, it's on the bottom. We have the other piece. So put this back in there, tape it up, and do my best to install it on the ends here. This is how we carry them. Okay, Lokes, one last look here. This is everything. She is going to inspect this also, and we're going to put the owner's manual there. This might be as close to Shaq Jam we're ever going to get in the homestead. So yeah, everything is in here. We are going to close this up, Lokes, and say goodbye to Shaq Jam for now. Happy trails until we meet again. So I got the handles on here, and I put them in and just took the tape and just taped it around so I could still get my fingers in there. Went to town over the top, and yeah, Shaq is loaded in the car. Next stop, post office.
We'll
hit drive-through tonight. 24 degrees. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Hey, could I please get a large hot black coffee, please?
Large hot black coffee? Okay,
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
You can move forward.
Pretty dark. Current time, 4:38. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this, it is Friday, TGIF, but not just any Friday. Friday the 13th. The last Friday the 13th we had was in October. I remember kind of focusing on some Halloween decor. We also went to Spirit Halloween, and yeah, Kelly got into quite a fender bender. Ooh, that's a hot coffee on a cold night. Big enough fender bender that she got a brand new car out of it. So not out of it, but she had to buy a car because it was unfixable, and she decided to get a brand new car. We are on the way to the post office. Shaq Jam is in the car. I'm gonna drop it off. One Shaq goes, and another one really shows up. They're back in stock. And all day, I thought it was UPS. As much as I go to the post office, I should know that USPS is the United States Postal Service, but I just thought it was UPS, and I had planned on going to the UPS store, and luckily, I decided to get the QR code on video. That's when I noticed. I would have just went right to the post office, lugged the box in, and you know, made a dummy out of myself. But in fact, it is the post office. It's gonna be kind of a hassle to get this in, but I'll do my best. So yeah, just throw that out there. I almost went to the wrong place. Now I really don't have a game plan, because you know, I kind of planned on going to UPS. So I don't know if there's a cart. I'm gonna carry it in. We just go right through the doors. You can see where the car went through the window, still working on it. We'll get a shot of it once we get inside. But yeah, I'm just gonna lug Shaq in there and and yeah, just have them scan the QR code, and we should be good to go. Usually I'll park at the end and walk through the post office, but yeah, I didn't want to carry Shaq that far, so yeah, we're just gonna go in right through here. And I'm sure a lot of people shipping out Christmas presents, so you know, you gotta kind of plan on that. Now, when I did throw this in here, I brought the tape with me because, you know, when they opened this, they didn't cut through the gold like I did. Like every time I open an arcade one up, I cut through the gold. I'm not trying to scam anybody. Like that's how I open everything up. This was opened on the side, now on the bottom here, not right here, but on the bottom. I could feel this like kind of coming up, so I'm gonna have to tape this. They totally you know, kind of rifled through this, and yeah, now I gotta kind of, it's on me. Like I own it. This has to arrive at the destination the same way it's leaving, you know, the same way I'm dropping it off now. So in order for me to ensure that they get everything, whatever that is inside this box, it's not Shaq Jam, it's not a working Shaq Jam, but I want to make sure that everything in here arrives because I own it. And you know, I want my refund, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but I'm gonna pull this out and just tape the bottom. I kind of missed that at the homestead, but yeah, we're gonna throw it in there and drop this baby off. I mean, look at the bottom. So I mean, it's just like they opened it this way too. I mean, it's just so unacceptable, you know? Thank God that car's planted. I have no light. So yeah, I'm gonna tape this whole thing right here. It's upside down. Like they opened it here, they opened it on the side. It's just, I mean, I don't understand what the seller was thinking, saying this is brand new. Like it just, were you hoping I wasn't gonna open? Like I don't, it's frustrating. Because now kind of thing is, if you order something like this and it doesn't work out for whatever reason, you know, you're gonna have to take it somewhere. You're gonna have to lug it around and deal with this. So, you know, be cautious. A lot of shots I know, but just to kind of, just for posterity, thanks to this person with the headlights, thank you. We taped it up, so in case there's any question, the box is a box, and I'm able to pick this up and go that direction. Well, the fun adventure keeps continuing. If it's over 70 pounds, the post office cannot take it, so I hoisted it up on top of the counter. It's 98 pounds. It is too heavy, so I am going to have to contact somebody and figure out how to get this sent back. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. I'm gonna have to go back on and see what my other options are. This is a nightmare. Okay, I've regrouped. We had dinner, we went to Culver's, we took Mr. West off camera. We ate, and I'm a little more calm than I was leaving the post office. I did reach out to the seller, and there's been some messages going back and forth, so the process has started, but I'm running inside. It's pretty cold. Kind of finished this thought inside. So it seems that the seller they're working. I'm not pointing the fingers at the seller. So because the seller is paying the shipping, eBay is the one that decided the post office. Well, the weight limit at the post office was 70 pounds. This was 98 pounds. So lugging this thing back and forth, my lower back, I was wondering why I'm getting a pinch. Probably from like hoisting it up onto, a counter close to almost this high. It was challenging to get it up that high, to get it in the car, to lug it around, opening doors. All of this. UPS delivered this, and eBay decided it was going to be the post office. Now, I am so frustrated with this that I would, even though it's included, to just pay the shipping, just to get this out of my life, I would do that. Now, the reason I can't is now I'm not really going through eBay. So let's say that I said, okay, just give me your full address and I'll send it. There's no way, there's a chance that I might not get the refund. It has to be through eBay. So what they need to do is get eBay to cancel the QR code for the post office and reissue something with a more reliable, with heavyweight volume. UPS, FedEx can handle up to 150 pounds. If it's 151 pounds, then it has to go like on a trucking line, but this is 98. So, I'm not understanding why that wasn't selected in the beginning, but I cannot do anything until eBay issues a new shipping label. I kind of feel like the way Big Buck has. We've been here a couple of times where the screen is now kind of, something's up with this cabinet, and it just flashes, and I feel for Big Buck because I'm going through like the same thing, and this probably gets resolved. Now I'm just planning for the worst case scenario. I do have a contingency plan, call it my plan B, and I will be kind of starting that tonight, so it'll be part of this video. I told Kelly over dinner that, hey, look at this Sega over here. They have the backbone with Sega. Did you hear about that Batman Returns for Genesis? So there's an actual cartridge coming out, and it's supposed to look better, and they're saying December 25th is when it'll be available, or they'll announce it, and it's co-op, and it's not online, but you can play 2 players, and it was 2 Batman. I just seen a Sega logo just a second ago, made me think of that. I'd be interested in that. I bought the Sega Genesis before my X-Men arcade went up. Like, I was getting into the Sega carts, and that would get me kind of excited again to power up the Sega Genesis, playing Batman Returns. All new, but yet it's the same, but just kind of a better look, I guess. Okay, now about the whole Shaq Jam at Best Buy. I got a lot of messages today, a lot of comments that Shaq is back at Best Buy. Screenshot of this at 10:36 this morning. Now, something that I did see right away was, by selecting this, there was no way, I guess I didn't screenshot. If I would have clicked on here again, it was unavailable to pick up at Best Buy. When I see something like that, it means that it's not really there. Now, I just screenshotted this at 6:40, actually before I came in here, and now it's showing up sold out. I don't think Shaq Jam was ever available. This is kind of like the whole Turtles in Time thing, that the Tron would show up, but it really wasn't available. I think the same case with Shaq Jam. So now actually on Best Buy, okay, it's 7:06. Anything here, so pick up ready in an hour. Any option that it actually gives you, like you can pick up in store, it's a legit thing. I wasn't seeing that with Shaq earlier. Now if we find Shaq, it will show my last screenshot, which is sold out. But when you see something and it says, unavailable to pick up, but you can get it by a certain date, 99% chance, sure thing that it's not really there. So I thought about it for a second. Let's say that it really was available at $6.99. I thought about it. It's been a rough week with Shaq Jam, and after tonight, honestly, I don't know. I mean, it could be $3.99 right now, and not saying that it is or it will be, but it could be $3.99, and I honestly don't know if I could do it. It's very frustrating, and I'm kind of, so right here, find a pickup location to look. It would be something weird like that if Shaq was available, but it's gonna show sold out because I had just screenshotted it. So right here, it's not really there. My Best Buy was the only place that it was actually coming up at. So kind of the thing is, if Kohl's had it, maybe, because you get the Kohl's cash, but nonetheless, yeah, I think it's completely sold out. I originally was gonna come here. The plan has changed once I was unable to, drop off the box, and the whole time I'm praying at the post office. I'm just hearing the rumblings, and post office, Steve, my buddy Steve at the post office, he's going, it's too big, it's gonna weigh too much. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this isn't gonna work. Are you kidding me? Here's what I'm worried about is so I show the QR code. They scanned it because they're like, I'm like, well, I have a QR, like, trying to like push this. They print off a label, and then he tells me it's too heavy. I think size-wise it was fine, but it was the weight. It was the whole weight thing, because it was over 70 pounds, and they threw out the label. Now I'm afraid. Here's my paranoia. This is why I'm kind of going to a contingency plan, a plan B, is because they printed that label off, does that mean that it's registering? I'm being told that this label was $200. It was $200 to ship Shaq Jam back. And because that was printed off, does it get scanned after that? So when something gets printed off, if we get a ticket, and is there another operation? Is there another scan that actually activates that? Or by them printing it off and throwing it out, it's like it never really happened. So my concern now is, for me to get a refund, is I need to be able to ship this, right? I have to prove that I used their tracking and it went back to the buyer. So now I have to wait. I can't just ship it. So I am out, whatever I spent right now, I have to recoup that money. So my plan B is to start recouping, worst case scenario. Otherwise, I'm not going to get any sleep, and I'm going to be stressed out about this. So the video's not over. We're going to talk to Shaq just for a second, because originally I wanted to come here. I wanted to talk to Shaq, but now, especially with Shaq Jam being sold out again, probably never really was available, and with everything that has happened tonight, we got a lot to talk about. I have been avoiding this conversation for a very long time, Shaq. The Shaq Jam I bought is not really Shaq Jam. It doesn't work at all. It was gone through. It was thrown into a box inside of other boxes. Complete disaster. It's been getting worse. I finally got a label. Unable to ship. Trying to get a refund. So it's a big disaster. Today, Best Buy showing up that Shaq Jam was available again. It wasn't at Kohl's. Wasn't at GameStop hasn't had it forever. Walmart, Target, no one else had Shaq Jam except Best Buy. It's gone again. You, my friend, have sold out. Not you personally, but your NBA Jam is completely gone. Maybe Nebraska Furniture Mart has it, but the only way that I would ever get it would probably be Facebook Marketplace at this point. And after today, I don't even know if I ever want to do it again. So not really a positive conversation this time, but it's been a very rough Friday the 13th. Look at the wrapping paper here for the Nintendo Switch. I love the theming, especially that star. I am probably, I always say never. I am probably 99% sure right now that I will never buy anything from eBay again. This could get resolved, but everything that's happened, it's a good story. It's like I'm not alone on this. Like, I know, we're all in this together, but this has really kind of been the deciding factor of me ever wanting to buy anything from eBay again. Well, Oaks, gotta make some, I'm glad she's kind of cheery tonight, because I guess I need some of that positive flow from her. I have started a return on the 4 collectibles, and the hardest one to let go is Christmas Joker. Was gonna do a review on here and then kept putting it off, and now, because of everything that has happened, just playing it safe, and got my Target bag. We're gonna put them in here and we're gonna head to Target. The thing is someone very happy will go by the collector spot and see all 4 of these and probably pick them up. They're sold out, and it's trying to get this with one hand. It's hard to let these go, but I guess I gotta do what I gotta do right now. And I've just kind of jammed Shaq next to the recyclable bin. Probably a good spot for it. Out of sight, out of mind. I honestly am having a hard time even looking at this right now. So, he's out of the car. I don't have to listen to it kind of going back and forth every time I make a turn. And it's gonna sit here until, I guess, the next step happens. But what happens with my next step is I'm getting back in the car and we're heading out. We're going to Target. And our final stop for tonight is Target. Target and Best Buy in a walk and talk. Friday night, Friday the 13th. I guess that's all you could ask for. And the return is all set. We have Two-Face, Christmas Joker, Batgirl, and of course Lightning Strike Batman. Did have a little bit of a coupon when I bought these, when I ordered them online, so I got refunded about $103 back on my card. Never saw these in store, but you know, I guess it could start an entirely new hunt down the road, or could be the start of, you know, different. Maybe I don't pick these up, maybe I pick something else up. So Friday the 13th, I'll never forget about, and didn't go quite as planned. I was really excited to get that QR code to return Shaq Jam, and then it just spiraled downhill so fast that I returned the Batman animated series. So hopefully we'll see him in stores, but again, I might not pick him up. Might be something else. Maybe, who knows, the Justice League Task Force. Maybe I'll look for those four. Try to build Darkseid. Maybe I'll get the refund. Maybe I'll get a new QR code, but I'm just playing it safe, trying to recoup that money in case something bad happens. This has been a week that this has been going on, and I have made up $200 now. So I took care of something earlier on the week, now this. So it's softening the blow a little bit. That helps. It could be all for nothing. Could be, you know, could get returned. Could get a new QR code. Could be UPS or FedEx, so might have regrets of what I just returned, but I feel like I had to do something, and you know, it's a daily video, and this is what happened today. Could be a lot better tomorrow. We have some live streams tomorrow. I'm excited for it. We have Golden Axe in the morning, and then NBA Jam at night. So cabinets that haven't let me down, haven't let us down. So I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time. And this right here makes me feel good. This makes me happy. We have the black lion. We have two of the red lions, the green and the yellow. Just missing the blue. Kind of interesting that we have two of the red, but on a positive note, it's been kind of a, I wouldn't say doom and gloom, but hasn't been the funnest of videos. So this makes me feel better. Honestly, it really does. I love Voltron. I've seen Voltron 1984, 40 years later, in 2024. Friday the 13th. There'll be plenty more arcade one-ups.